Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. How are you all doing? Great too? Good. That's really great. So, welcome back after the holidays. How are you all? How was your vacations? Good. You guys enjoyed it? Okay, that's really great. Yes, I'm also super duper good. Alhamdulillah. So, welcome back in week number 21 of your classes, right? So, in today's class, we will be continuing with where we left before these vacations. And today, we will be starting with a new unit, which is our last unit of this term. That is unit number 6, right? And the unit is about geometry. So, tell me how many of you know what geometry is? Yes, raise your hands. What is geometry? Wonderful. Geometry is it was also related to numeracy, and in this we discussed about the geometrical shapes, geometrical patterns. Very good, right? So, at your level or in this class, we will be discussing only the geometrical shapes, right? How the shapes are created, what are their names, how they are different from each other, what is square, what is triangle, what is circle, and then we will also discuss that how patterns are created, right? How we can make things out of those shapes. So, this will be all that we will be doing together, okay? So in today's class, we will be starting with the first shape, which is the square shape. First, we will have an overall look on all of the shapes that we are going to study in this, and then we will be discussing the square shape in detail. Okay. So before moving toward that and discussing what are the characteristics features of the square shape, how does it look like, how many sides does it have, how many corners does it have, I want all of you to please open your book, page number 104. This is page number 104, and this is the first page of unit number 6. So on this, basically an overview of the chapter is given that these are all the 2D figures which we have, and it includes all the shapes. Now here are some open figures. It says here are some open figures. Starting and ending points of open shapes do not coincide. What are open shapes or what are open figures in which the starting and ending point does not combine with each other, right? Look at this first one. The starting and ending point are different. Let me draw this for you on the board. See the first shape. It looks like this. Now, if we talk about the starting point, this is the starting point of this figure, and this is the ending point, right? But they are not coinciding with each other. This means that this is an open figure. Now, look at the next one, this shape. Again, the 2 points are not coinciding with each other. This is the starting point and this is the ending point. This is again an open figure, right? And similarly, we have two more. Now look at the next one, which are below this. Here are some closed figures. Now, what does closed figures mean? In which the starting and ending point combine with each other. From the point, or in other words, we can say that the point from where we start, we end at the same point as well, right? So that is known as a closed figure. Okay, look at this. This is a square. Now I started from here. We will draw like this, and then I end it over here. Now the starting and ending point are same. So this is a closed figure. Look at the next one. If you draw an oval shape, I start from here and I end at again the same point. So these are the closed figures, and the open figures are those in which the starting and ending point does not coincide with each other. Got it? Should we move forward? Okay, great. Now it says the shapes on the right have straight sides. These all shapes have straight sides. Look at them. These are straight sides. These are also straight, and this figure also have straight sides. These shapes have curved sides. Now these are the shapes which have the curved sides. These sides are not straight, right? Now basically through this page we are discussing the variety of figures. Some of them are open, some of them are closed, Some of them have straight sides, some of them do not have. So these are the variations that we have in the shape. And these shapes have both curved and straight. Now we also have a category in which we can found both the straight and the curved one. Got it? Okay. And all these shapes are called plane shapes. And what do we call them? Plane shapes. Got it? Okay. Any shape that can be drawn on a piece of paper is a plane shape. Now, what does plane shape mean? Any shape which we can easily draw on a piece of paper is known as plane shape. And all the 2D or 3D dimensional shapes are the shapes which we cannot draw on the paper. One, plane shapes, and the other one, 2D. Plane are those which we can easily draw on the paper, and 2D are those which we cannot draw, right? So through this we have discussed the category of different shapes of figures that we have. Got it? Okay, now let's move forward and we will discuss the square shape in detail. But before moving there, I'm going to share the screen with you and I'll show you an interesting video related to the shapes. So let's watch them together and then we will discuss the square shape. Is my screen visible? Okay, great.
Ooh, hey. Hey you are. Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about shapes and learn how to draw them. So come, let's practice and learn about shapes. Enjoy. Square. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. That's a square. 1, 2, 3 sides, and that's a triangle. That's a circle with one stroke. Yes? Come on. Alright. That is a circle. That has too many sides. 5, 6 sides. That's a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's a pentagon. 5 sides. Oh, that's a sign. What sign is that? Let's learn. It's not easy to make. Yes. Another stroke. Come on. Yes. Try again. Oh yes. That works. Yes. And yes. That's a peace sign. Oh, that one is easy. A one stroke. That's a oval. That's an oval. That's easy too. It's like a D upside down. That's a semicircle. That's a one stroke, a line. This one has 4 sides, but it's not a square. What is it? It's a rectangle. Oh, that's interesting. A curved line. It's a zigzag. So these are the shapes we learned today.
Okay, so see here we have a huge variety of shapes and figures that we have learned, and they have beautifully explained how many sides does they have, how do they look like, and what is the name of that particular shape or figure as well, right? And all of them were 2D shapes, right? Because they were not drawn on the papers, and we have learned that 2D shapes are the shapes that cannot be drawn on the paper, and the one that can be drawn are known as plane shapes. Very good. Okay, so now I'm going to share the screen with you and we will discuss together the square shape. So tell me how many of you are familiar with the square shape. Yes, raise your hands. How many of you are familiar with square shape? Well, everybody. Very good. So what is a square shape? Can you tell me the characteristics of that? A square shape is basically a shape which has four sides. Very good. And how many corners does it have? Again, four corners. And what about the sides? Are they straight or curved? They are straight. Very good. So we can say that a square has four sides. All of the sides, another important point, all of the sides are equal in length, and it also has four corners. What about the size? A square can be small, it can be big as well. And can you tell me about any examples of that? Well, the books, yes, books are of square shape. No, the whiteboard is not of square shape, it's rectangle. Anything else? Think about it, come on, it's very common. We have the dice, the Ludo dice, it is of square shape. Then we have bread slice is of square shape. Very good. Ice cube is of square shape. Very good. Excellent. Now I'm going to share the screen with you and I also have some examples. So we will discuss them together. This first one, it's a cube. Well, a cube has a square shape. Now this cube can be an ice cube, it can be a playing cube, or you have the children have such boxes, playing boxes, through which you create things, right? So they are also of square shape. So this cube can be any cube. Got it? Okay. Look at the next example. What is next? The next we have a clock. Yes, the wall clock, the table clock, and also the watch. All of them have the square shape, right? So this is also very interesting and the easy example that all of us have seen in daily life. Let's look at the next one. Well, the next example is of the box. Well, all the boxes are of square shape. They can be of rectangle as well, but most of them are of square shape and they can be small and they can be big as well, right? We can have size variations. Okay, look at the next example. Well, the next one is again the one that we have already discussed and very simple one. It's the dice, Ludo dice, and they are of square shape. And how many sides does it have? Yes, okay. And normally, if we talk about this, the dice comes in the category of cube, but because we are discussing the square and cube together, so this comes under the example of both. A dice can be included in the example of cube, and it can be included in the example of square as well. Got it? Okay. Let's look at the next one. Well, the next one is yummy sandwich. It's a yummy sandwich, right? It has a salad layer, then it has a chicken layer, then it has a cheese, again some vegetables. So yummy. Okay, so the sandwich is also of square shape. Got it? So these are the few examples that I have shown you. Now, what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to look around you in the room and then write down any three examples, any names of any three things which are of having square shape. Hurry up. Write down their names and then let me know when you are done. All of you are done? Okay, tell me your examples. Yes, who is going to tell us first? Very good. Yes, Basi, are you done? What are your examples? Excellent. Okay, class. That was all for today. In today's class, we were just supposed to introduce each other with this, and then, inshallah, in this coming week, we will be discussing every shape in detail and we will discuss what are their features. Hope you guys enjoyed the lecture. Do share this video with others because it's free learning. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Allah Hafiz.